Hey guys, it's me, Pt.1, and today we're going to be starting Super Blitz Me. Alright, so I want to keep this as easy to understand as possible because I want as many people as possible to be able to see this. Essentially, I'm going to be playing a game called Marvel Strike Force. It's a Marvel game, and they have a mode in the game called Blitz. Now, the way Blitz works is every 2 hours you can log in and compete in that mode, and you want to... Oh. See, look, there's one of the alarms I set to make sure I woke up this morning. But essentially, the way that mode works is every 2 hours, you have to log in to compete in it. And the more times you compete, the more points you get. And the goal of that mode is to rank as high as possible. So essentially, with this mode, they're encouraging you to log in every 2 hours, which means you'd have to wake up through the night, and I'm not a huge fan of that. You know, it seemed kind of obvious that, you know, it wouldn't be good to wake up throughout the night every 2 hours. I mean, I'm not really proving anything here that's like mind-blowing. I'm pretty sure if somebody's capable of talking, they'd probably be capable of understanding the fact that waking up through the night isn't a good idea. But Foxnext doesn't seem to understand that, so I hope to just kind of show, you know, as I go through this day, you know, like, I'm tired at the night. And it's not even like it's dangerous for me to do one night and then to be, oh, I'm tired, because, you know, I have nothing planned for tomorrow. If you were to do this, and say you had to drive to work the next day, that's where this would become concerning. You know, I'm going to be tired tomorrow, and I'm just going to go to sleep. You know, that's it. But if some people were actually, they had somewhere they needed to go, like, that's what, like, imagine, being tired of driving is not good. So it's just, that's the thing that I'm kind of worried about with these kind of things, because I know there are people that wake up every 2 hours to run Blitz. Because, I mean, if you give people the option, people are going to take the option. So that's just, I'm not a fan of it. But this is check-in 1 of 12. I'll show the screenshot. Now, I'm going to show you guys all the gameplay. I'm not going to talk through that because it's kind of splits. There's nothing really exciting happening. So, we're going to use this magic switching thing, I believe. And now, I'll be right back once I start playing the game.
say no. Some 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 say no. Saying no, it shouldn't. You keep holding out, but you don't let go. I'm giving up on trying to sell you things that you ain't buying. I'm giving up on trying to sell you things that you ain't buying.
Alright guys, so I did my first run of Blitz. A couple things to note, if you were paying close attention while that sped by, I did lose my first match again with the minions, so that was kind of embarrassing. What else was there? I always attach Shield Medic and Night Nurse, because those were pretty easy kills. I'm not a Blitz expert. I wouldn't watch me for Blitz tips. Casino's pretty good for that kind of stuff. And don't expect me to place high in this Blitz, because it's been a 3-day Blitz, and I'm only doing it for 1 day. But honestly, that wasn't too bad. It was getting a little, towards the end, I was like, ugh, it's kind of long. But it was enjoyable for the most part. But now I gotta do it in an hour and a half, so, I mean, you know, I'd still prefer a token system, but I'll be checking in roughly an hour and a half. I'll have to check on my characters how long until their cooldown goes off, but it's gonna be roughly an hour and a half. I am gonna look on getting some black bars around this screen. I think it looks kind of weird. It's just on the blue. We'll edit that for the next section. But I'll see you guys at 12 o'clock. Hello, everybody. I'm back. It's 12 o'clock. I'm out of my pajamas, and we're going again. We're running Blitz again. Nothing much to say here. Let's get to the gameplay.
say no. Some 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 say no. Saying no, it shouldn't. You keep holding out, but you don't let go. I'm giving up on trying to sell you things that you ain't buying. I'm giving up on trying to sell you things that you ain't buying. Your move, I've made up my mind. Time is running out. Make a move. Oh, we can go on. Do you understand? It's all in your head. It's your
Alrighty, guys, I wrapped off my second round of Blitz. I'm 1/6 of the way there. Again, it wasn't too bad. I was just getting pretty bored towards the second half of it. Like, I enjoy watching the minions beat each other up because, like, they all shoot guns, and it's very satisfying to see them shoot each other as minions. You know, you're like, yeah, get them, Hydra Grenadier. And, you know, that's pretty fun. I actually find by the time I get to the heroes, I'm like, ugh. Gotta taunt, gotta heal, gotta do all this complicated stuff. But, you know, not painful yet, you know, it's just kind of tedious. But I'll be back in 2 hours at around 2 o'clock, well, more like an hour and a half. And I'll be here to do my third round, so see you guys then. Hey guys, I'm back from my my 2 o'clock Blitz run. Let me hop into the Discord server and, hey guys. Part 3 of 12, checking in. And let me screen cap that for proof. No, screen cap. You guys can't see this, but just imagine it. File, save as, check in 3. All right, there we go. I've checked in for the third time. And I did what happened between the two. I ate and I took a short nap, like a 20-minute nap. The nap was irrelevant to the blitz. It wasn't like, oh, I'm so tired from running blitz twice, I need to sleep. No, I was just tired from last night. I woke up a tinge earlier to make sure I was ready for the blitz, but it's not the blitz fault. Like if you were already going, it wouldn't have been waking up earlier for most people. So it's not like, oh, the blitz made me sleep. I was just tired, so I took a nap. So just even though I took a nap, not because of blitz. Just want to I don't want you to think blitz already. I'm already tired of blitz. Nah. Just taking a little quick power up nap. Anywho, we're gonna get into the third blitz run. Time to start Fuel the Fire by Davis, or Feed the Fire. Dang it. Time to start Feed the Fire by Dawes.
say no. Some 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 say no. Saying no, you shouldn't. You keep holding out, but you don't let go.
Alrighty, so I finished up another round of Blitz, and the problem I'm having is even when I'm setting timers, like every 2 hours, then I have to wait to load into the game. That sets me back a couple minutes. It's really hard to keep on that 2-hour schedule with all these characters to go in appropriate orders, to line everything up so that way you're able to get the maximum amount of Blitz in a day. With a 2-hour system, it's unbelievably hard to line up all your characters. I don't know if there's some grace period. I'm setting alarms. This is what I'm doing today. I'm setting it up so every 2 hours I'm trying to run Blitz, and I'm having trouble keeping up with all my characters. So I don't know. When you run for a half an hour and I only get an hour and a half to do something else now, that's just a little rough. And the fact that I had to cut during that section because my family needed me. And the whole time I'm helping out, in the back of my mind, it's like, oh, I'm losing minutes off my Blitz time. The fact that they have a game set up where, if you get distracted for just, 5 minutes, all you're thinking about is like, oh, I'm losing Blitz time. The game shouldn't be set up like that. If we had a token system, again, I'm going to say it, token system. We could run it whenever we wanted, no stress. Another thing I'm realizing is I don't think I should be using my minions higher up in Blitz. They're really just losing. So, I don't know. I'm going to experiment a little more in the next Blitz session. But we might just be running 5 or 6 teams instead of 12. Just because I don't think minions are helping me. I do want to simulate how long you'd be running if you had a maxed out roster. But, if the minions are physically holding me back, I'm not going to run the minions. So, we're going to experiment with that a little bit in the next Blitz run, but overall, it's getting a little harder to enjoy it as I'm trying to manage everything. See ya at 4 o'clock. Hey guys, I'm back for session 4. It's around 4 o'clock. I have the dog that's usually on the bed in my lap. She's going to join me for this session of Blitz. Big thing, I mowed the lawn in between 2 and 4. And, when you mow a lawn, you have a lot of time to think. And I took a big time to reflect on why would anybody do this for Foxnext? Foxnext, they don't care about us. The more I thought about it, the more I realized, they don't care about national alliances with the Deadpool raids. They don't care about our sleep schedules with these Blitz, the way Blitz is set up. They don't care about their Krakens with the way they've treated the Kraken. They've been super mean to him. They don't care about the hardcore players by putting influencers into the top of the Blitz charts. Why would you wake up every 2 hours for Foxnext? EA's looking better than Foxnext. EA looks like saints compared to these people, At least EA, the Battlefront 2 community manager, at least he messages people. At least he talks with everybody, Foxnet or Future Fight, at least with Netmarble, at least they release patch notes and teasers. Kabam, at least they have forums. Come on, you should be, Kabam's like the bottom line, People shouldn't be holding Kabam as like, man, I wish you guys were like Kabam, but whatever, I'm gonna get into this Blitz session now, so, see you guys in 20 minutes.
understand? It's all in your head. It's your say no. Some 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 say no. Saying no, you shouldn't. You keep holding out, but you don't let go. I'm giving up on trying to sell you things that you ain't buying. I'm giving up on trying to sell you things that you ain't buying. Your move, I've made up my mind. Time is running out. Make a move. Oh, we can go on. Do you understand? It's all in your head. It's your
Alright, you guys, I wrapped off my 4th round of Blitz, and I hope you guys don't feel like I'm cheating you out because I'm not using all my characters. It's just, I've started to realize I'm now reaching the area in Blitz where things are getting really hard. Like, I can't use a team of minions unless it's a really solid team. I tried to fit teams of minions in where I could. You know, like, if there was, like, one of the really weaker missions, and, you know, like, it's one of the, because, you know, it's like a 4-tier system, and then once you complete all 4 parts, then you move up a tier, 4 parts a tier, and, you know, if it's, like, the first part of a tier, you usually can use a weaker team, but after that, it's really hard to use minions, and as much as I'd like to use as many characters as possible, I'm not going to use characters if it's going to physically push myself back by using them. you could also see in there that I was having trouble even using some of the really good teams I had. So, you know, things are getting really tough about now in Blitz. So it'll be interesting to see how future Blitz sessions go. And I'll see you at 6 o'clock for the next session. Alrighty. It's about 6 o'clock. You know, my character should be coming off a refresh for Blitz, and I had this video came out from a person of interest, and it's just there's something in my throat. I just gotta get it out. It's connect. It was in my throat. I had to get it out. All right. Let's do our Blitz runs. We got some Blitz to do, so let's do that.
say no. Some 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 say no. Saying no, you shouldn't. You keep holding out, but you don't let go.
Alrighty, I wrapped off my 5th Blitz section. If you saw me laughing during that, I was watching some YouTube videos as I played through my Blitz runs, and it got kind of rough towards the end. I think we're reaching about the peak in terms of the multipliers that I can get to, so I think we're just going to kind of plateau and keep earning points there. I don't envision us getting past there, but I'd say this is one of the more enjoyable ones I've had, since because I couldn't use a lot of my minions, so it went by a little quicker. But one more part to this episode, and that'll be at 8 o'clock. It's 6:59 now. I'm roughly a half an hour or so behind, so yeah, that's okay. I'll still get my 12 runs in, so see you then, guys. Hey guys, it's me, Pt.1. It is 8:47 as I speak right now. We're gonna check in the Discord server right now. This is gonna be part 6 of 7, so let's, or 6 of 12. Hello, all. Checking in. 6 of 12. Now we're gonna screen cap that. New. Boop. We're gonna save that. Check in 6. There we go. We're checked in. Alrighty, guys. So this is gonna be the final part to this episode alone. I'm dividing into parts, like the first half and the second half. The first half's probably the least interesting part, and then the second part's gonna be the fun part, because that's when I wake up through the night. So that's gonna be the exciting part. This is kind of the build up. It's now getting dark outside. That's why I have the light on in my room. One thing I'd like to know about Blitz is it is super hard to keep up on that 2-hour timer, because like, you know, when you start out Blitz, you're working from your weakest to your strongest, but then once you get to a certain point, you then realize, like, to get over some, like, of the Blitz, like, when you go from tier to tier, like that final battle, super hard. For some of those battles, you might have to use your strongest team, and it's awkward, because say you start on that hardest battle, your weakest ones come off cooldown first, so you have to wait 20 minutes for everybody to come off cooldown, to then work your way, you know, around, like, top, then bottom, then back up. It's so hard. Again, this would all be solved if we had a token system, and I'm 48 minutes behind right now, and this is what I've been doing today. This was my plan to keep up with this all day. So, you know, just saying Fox next. If you were to do this on your own, I'd aim for only 11 times to run Blitz, and then every time set the first one for like 10, then 12:05, then 2:10, then 4:15. So that way you set 5 minutes back every time, so you can account for the fact that you're probably going to be late. But knowing how life works, you're probably going to have something that messes up with that schedule at one point or another, and you know, there's no grace period. So I don't know. This, again, I'm voting for token system, but let's play some Blitz.
say no. Some 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 say no. Saying no, you shouldn't. You keep holding out, but you don't let go.
Alrighty, everybody, we are done with 6 of 12 for my Blitz runs. I'm going to be posting this, I'd like to think within an hour, but it's a pretty long video. I think it's like 50 minutes or so, so that's going to be a big one to render right there. So hopefully, because, well, I'm going to be up late for Blitz anyways. It'll get up tonight, but, you know, it's a long one, guys. If you were here until now and you watched all the way to here, I want you to comment down below man thing. That way I know. I'm just curious how many of you guys actually watched this deep into the video, because that takes dedication, because this was a long video. But this was a good Blitz session, because again, I'm learning what kind of teams I can run, what kind of teams I can't. I don't know how many I'm running right now, maybe 6-ish, 4 or 5 maybe. So like I'm learning, like, oh, I can't use this guy anymore because we're too high, you know. Ooh, maybe Ronan. Sorry, Ronan, you're just not making the cut, you know. I try to throw a minion team in where I can, but there's not many opportunities anymore to use minions. So it's mostly just heroes now. But, of course, we're still going to keep going with Blitz. I got 6 more sessions to go. I got one at, let's think here. Roughly 10-ish. Roughly 12-ish, roughly 2-ish, roughly 4-ish, roughly 6-ish, roughly 8-ish, which is going to be closer to 10. So even we're going to go roughly 24 hours with this because of me not being able to run everything perfectly. So I guess I'll see you guys in part 2. Thanks for watching, guys. And Fox next, don't worry, I haven't lost any sleep yet. I know you guys are watching at home, and I will be losing sleep soon. See you guys.